War crimes for one, collateral damage for another. On Thursday, an Iranian missile hit Israel's Soroka hospital in Beersheba, leaving 6 people seriously injured and nearly 70 others lightly wounded. Iran stated it was targeting Israel's military intelligence campus and its C4I headquarters, both of which are less than a mile away from the hospital in Beersheba. But Israeli leaders have condemned the attack, accusing Iran of war crimes targeting civilians in the country's center. Defence Minister Israel Katz said Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei can no longer be allowed to exist after the attack, while Netanyahu said Iran will pay the full price, ordering Israel's military to step up attacks on the country in order to undermine the Ayatollah's regime. Commentators have been quick to point out that the Iranian justification for its attack is similar to Israel's explanations for its attacks on most of Gaza's 36 hospitals. When bombing Gaza's hospitals, Israel often claimed there was a Hamas military base underneath, despite failing to provide evidence. It would use these claims to bomb, besiege, or forcibly evacuate the hospital, forcing civilians to flee or leaving premature babies and cancer patients to their deaths in urgent care wards. Once Israeli forces took control of the hospital, it would arrest nearly all staff, many of whom were then detained and tortured. Israel has killed 1,400 medical workers in Gaza so far, according to Gaza's health ministry. In the first 9 months of the war, a UN report noted over 136 strikes on Gaza's medical facilities. By December of last year, the report found that Israel's deadly attacks on hospitals had pushed Gaza's healthcare system to the brink of collapse. It came as the world watched scenes of Israel's tanks encircling hospitals such as Al-Shifa and Al-Nasser for weeks on end, as doctors and patients inside pleaded for help. Now, as Israeli leaders call Iran's strike on the hospital a war crime, many are asking whether they consider Israel's own destruction of Gaza's healthcare system a war crime too. The reaction reflects a wider accusation of double standards throughout the war. Israel has sought to justify its mass destruction of civilian infrastructure in Gaza by saying that Hamas uses the local population as human shields and hides behind civilian buildings, even as US intelligence found nearly half the munitions used in the first few months were unguided dumb bombs with no precise target. Israeli forces have damaged 92% of homes and 70% of all buildings in Gaza, according to UN estimates. But now, during its ongoing war with Iran, Israel has accused Tehran of launching missiles into densely populated areas in and around Tel Aviv, aiming to kill as much of its population as possible. Yet others have pointed out that several of Israel's military and intelligence headquarters are located in or around Tel Aviv, including its Mossad headquarters and its military Kiryat compound. As ordinary Israelis share fears of being attacked and accuse Iran of indiscriminate strikes, others are pointing out that bombing hospitals and other civilian targets is never acceptable by any military.